has an uchimata where he actually enters and attacks with ouchi gari before switching to uchimata. Once comfortable with lapel and sleeve, Inui launches into an ouchi gari before spinning in for uchimata. The ouchi gari is serious, forcing a massive reaction from Uki, who leans in towards Inui. Inui then switches his body position and takes Uki forwards with uchimata. Notice the big and loud movements of Inui's ouchi gari step, which helps fool Uki into believing he's going to be thrown backwards. Inui opens up his body, giving Uki a big push with his lapel hand. Uki immediately reacts, and as he does, Inui is already pivoting on his foot to throw forward with uchimata. Without an Uki, you can see that Inui breaks the movement into two, starting with a clear ouchi gari attack with forward momentum, followed by a pivot on his supporting leg as he turns into the uchimata. In this close-up of Inui's footwork, just look at the change in the direction of the supporting foot. Notice also Inui's attacking right foot, a beautiful inner reap for ouchi into an upward sweeping motion for uchimata, and toes pointed the whole time. With an uki, Inui demonstrates the entry position for an ouchi gari attack. Inui really defines the translation of ouchi gari as he comes in with a textbook large inner reap. In this example, you can see just how much he bounces and changes position on his supporting foot. Notice the huge entry step for the ouchi gari. As he pivots and lifts Uki's left leg, he jumps back into the space where Uki's left foot was positioned. He then pulls down on the sleeve while rotating the body. From another angle, you can see just how important it is to hop Uki off balance and pull down on the sleeve. In this slow version, look at the change in balance and posture from Uki when Inui switches from ouchi gari into uchimata. As Inui steps in with the ouchi gari, Uki braces forwards. In one dramatic motion, Inui pivots on his supporting leg and flicks his head down and away from Uki. His sleeve hand then pulls down as the lapel hand pushes against Uki's head to get the rotation to complete the throw. And in a more competitive situation, Inui puts it all together. At full speed, Inui effortlessly combines the ouchi gari and uchimata into one fluid movement. From a closer angle, pay real attention to Inui's support foot, constantly hopping, constantly changing direction. In the 1999 World Championship final against Zhang, Inui scores yuko with his ouchi-uchimata combination. Zhang, fighting with an extreme right grip, feels the ouchi gari and leans forward. As he does, Inui is already turning into uchimata. As he doesn't have full control, Zhang manages to avoid the ippon. Notice the huge change in position of Inui's supporting left leg. He hooks in for the ouchi, gets a massive reaction from Zhang, and then switches his supporting foot so that it faces forward. As he turns in for the uchimata, his body twists and he hops in towards Zhang. And, with the most tremendous flexibility, his head almost touches the mat as he throws. Yuko to Inui, and he's on his way to his first world title. In the semi-final of the 2003 World Championships, Inui totally surprises Canada's Nicholas Gill with a wonderful example of ouchi gari into uchimata. Gill had been trying to prevent Inui's uchimata by tying up his right side, but really falls for the ouchi gari. He positions his arm around Inui's waist in an attempt to counter the rear throw. but Inui has already switched forwards for uchimata. Gil tries to reposition his arm, but it's too late. From this angle you can see just how much Gil plays into Inui's hands. Just look closely at Inui's supporting left foot and how he manages to hop and pivot a full 180 degrees. Inui is into the final and on his way to his third consecutive World Championship title. And now one last chance to see Inui's